Now then, Marley, there's a couple of blokes from down south, Matthew Collins and Nick Lowles. Collins we know a little bit about. He's a former National Front hoodlum who used to get up to all sorts of unpleasantness, slapping women about and so forth. That's not supposition, that's by his own admission in some pamphlet that he wrote a way back. Lowles, don't know too much about him. What we do know is that some time ago he was busy claiming that the Charlie Hebdo cartoonists were Islamophobic and hate mongers and so forth. When that rhetoric inevitably, as it does, led to the massacre at the Charlie Hebdo offices in Paris not too long ago, Lowles promptly jumped on the Je suis Charlie bandwagon and pretended that he was all about the free speech. So I think it's safe to say he doesn't have much in the way of principle. Anyway, these two clowns have got a little firm about them called Hope Not Hate. I'm not sure how they came up with that. I'm guessing they gave some friendly first-year marketing student the job of coming up with the name, said it has to be trisyllabic and meaningless, and, you know, fair to say they fulfilled the brief there. It doesn't mean a thing, does it? Hope Not Hate. In any case, what they are up to at the moment is trying to derail the democratic process by spoiling the United Kingdom Independence Party's election campaign in the run-up to the general election, which is just around the corner now. To that end, they've given out flyers and put stuff on the internet that this coming Saturday in Thanet and Haywood and Middleton, which are two of the many seats that UKIP are almost certain to win at the election, and in order to entice some of their brown shirts, for want of a better expression, to come out of their bedrooms and basements and put their feet on the street, they've offered them, they've said food and drink will be provided. Now, that's kind of quirky because within the last week, a UKIP guy gave some sausage rolls to some people who turned up at a political meeting he was involved with. And to me, that just seems like plain old English courtesy and hospitality, but apparently not. You're not allowed to do it. It's known as treating, is what it's known as. And this UKIP guy was sent for to go to the police station and questioned about this. So it appears that it's a fairly serious, potentially a fairly serious breach of electoral regulations if the police were involved. Nothing came of this, but the fact remains he was indeed interviewed by the police over it, this sausage roll gate. That begs the question, will Lowles and the other fella, Collins, will they be called in to see the police, or will their paymasters, whoever ordered them to have these protests and to bribe people to go to them by feeding them, will they be called in and questioned over this breach? I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't think they will, because Lowles' and Collins' paymasters are part of the establishment, and the establishment at the moment, from the entire political spectrum, from the unions to the Tories, is, of course, just anti-UKIP. There's your division. UKIP on one side, everybody else on the other. Lowles and Collins and Hope Not Hate are firmly in the everybody else camp. So I don't think they're gonna hear any more about this, although it is clearly, on the face of it, illegal because a UKIP guy had a tug for it. So, well, good luck stopping UKIP, Matthew and Nick. You're going to need it, son, because we're on a roll. Vote UKIP. You know it makes sense.